Hello, can you hear me?
Good morning. It's not morning. Good afternoon. Not afternoon.
Are we? Hello?
My name looks hilarious. Shit labels burn in, G me out.
Per usual, we are both late with audio problems, left and right.
Were we supposed to have some image slideshow in that box?
Yeah, but I didn't know what we wanted to start with. I guess I could just have them on.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's not a slideshow. It is when we bring up the record.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, but now my folder doesn't want to work with me. Oh, I see. Do I see? No. Anyways.
All right, so welcome everybody to the VGM Vinyl for All Gossip Hour. We are missing one of our hosts right now, but we wish them best of luck.
Aramis is fishing right now.
Yes.
Too busy.
Gotta
reeling them in.
So I see Frank is playing on the live on the Discord screen share, but it's not updating on the Twitch stream. Does anyone else see that?
It is now.
Okay.
That's another one of my problems. Oops.
So yeah, we have Frank playing the Super Mario World, which is the game I guess we're going to be talking about in length today.
A little bit.
Do y'all like Super Mario World?
I like it a lot, actually. Pretty nice.
But do you like it more than Super Mario Brothers 3?
Yeah. Is it your favorite side-scrolling Mario game?
I might like Super Mario 3 more, actually.
I
but
think
it's very close.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like World more.
I just got too much of that nostalgia.
I always loved the overwhelming number of options in Super Mario 3. Whereas like Super Mario World only having the fire suit and the cape suit always felt a little limiting, even with the Yoshi.
Yeah.
It's still a fun game, but I still think Super Mario 3 takes it for me.
It has the best controls ever, though. Buttery smooth control.
It does.
On Mario World?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I cannot deny that.
And the world map does look pretty nice.
You think they were high when they made this game? What were they thinking?
Totally.
I don't know. That's what someone in... I'm taking what someone in chat said and just bastardizing it.
I know I was high when they were making this game.
What were they thinking?
Yeah, Mario does
floating speakers?
Just I guess this podcast might now advocate for children getting high at Spico. You were a child when this game was getting made.
What year did this come out?
91.
I was 3 years old. My parents are going to jail.
Oh no. Not again.
Ooh, our first release. Popping up there in the corner.
Yeah, because I figured out what was wrong with my thing. I don't know which is first.
Jump into this shit, right?
Yeah, I have both Select Start and is it Trademark of Love?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So I have some interesting stuff with the Trademark of Love stuff. Someone sent me a video that I actually wanted to play on here whenever we get to it. So
I think we're getting to it next, right? I guess we're going chronological order. Is that the?
I think so.
The plan of attack here.
That can't be the first one.
I would have to think Select Start is, right?
Yeah.
For sure, Select Star was the first one.
Mhm.
Cool. So
Also, yeah, one of the earlier examples of boots in general for video game music.
I guess so, huh? Kind of wild.
And it makes
That has
sense.
a
I mean,
weird, crazy backstory. That was like the first publicly like doxed at the plant release that
Mhm.
got their like repress got canceled.
Supposedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
I guess he could have
Allegedly.
burned all the money.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, that sounds way more in line with what probably happened.
The
he
alleged.
was I will say he was not thrilled about having it be a pressing to begin with. Like he wanted it to just be a lathe like all the other ones. But a couple of schmucks convinced him to make it a pressing.
Who would do such a thing?
How hard do you have to convince someone to make a pressing? I mean, like
He
It
he wanted
always-
to do what he was comfortable with.
I see.
I mean, it doesn't make any. His whole operation makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably the one release that's put out by probably the worst label.
Which sucks
Mhm.
because apparently the pressing is actually pretty good for Super Mario World.
Well,
Yeah,
he
this
had
might be blasphemy, but I actually like this press.
But there's also countless lathes of this one as well, which makes it extra
Yeah.
confusing because it's all the same stuff.
which I have never heard. I've never heard a lathe copy of it. I've only heard the pressing,
Me too, as well.
so I can't speak for how it sounds versus the pressing.
So what do you like about the pressing, Pico? Like just
I like the inner labels. I like the cover. I like the Japanese cover art
Hmm.
that they chose instead of the American box art. I thought it sounded fine. I mean, when it came out at the time, it was a good sounding release.
have you revisited it in a while?
I was gonna listen to all the versions I had before this show, and I got high instead.
No, say it ain't so.
Yeah. I don't have the pressing version of this, so I don't. But I know I've listened to like older Moonshake stuff, and like as your standards get higher, bootleg vinyl, like it has a lot less. Like you put on like it's like graduation goggles or something like that, or nostalgia goggles for Moonshake stuff, and I'm just wondering how much of a current listen to the SSR Super Mario World may be just like colored by nostalgia goggles.
Maybe. It doesn't like stick out as like noisy or
Mhm.
like the sequencing was, from what I remember, was just like all right. I like the jazz tracks, bonus tracks.
So
Mhm.
I also
The
really
worst
like
part
those.
about the release is the back cover. Just some of the art wasn't rendered correctly,
Mhm.
and it just looked weird. But like,
A little
it looks
pixely.
fine. Just super pixelated. Which I think you'll find every release we go through tonight is like has something you could nitpick about it. You're never gonna make a Mario fan happy, like no matter
Mm.
what. I feel like.
Whoa. What was that noise? The Mario fans have silenced Pico.
Yeah, they were like, bro, shut up. A lot of people say the SSR one's like the worst one. It's terrible because of the reputation of the label is so trash, and that he's a fucking piece of shit.
Or is it
But,
just the confusion for the lathe version that's probably out there more than the press at this point?
That's a good call too. But they had, like Frank said, the other two people helping out, and
The
they
schmucks.
made this almost a perfect release. God, I'm gonna get so much shit.
I mean, I really like the
saying I like
art
a SSR.
for this one. I mean, it is what it is. It's just like it encapsulates the feeling of Super Mario World so well.
Mhm.
And it's almost
Um,
hard to beat that.
The art was based on the CD version, as far as like the labels and the back cover and everything.
Hmm.
Yeah, and when you take art that was already modified for, like, that was already designed and presented on a CD, like it's hard to go so wrong with something that like Nintendo officially put out on CD
Hmm.
and just like adapting that to 12-inch record.
Oh my god!
Something
didn't
I
see
want to
that.
bring up too is like the vibe this cover gives off. It's like like pay attention to because I'm gonna bring this up later with a similar
I know what
cover.
you're
Pay
thinking.
attention to fucking Yoshi's face, okay? Like how content he is. He's having a good time. Mario's having a good time. This whole cover's just got good time fucking vibes.
It's got
So
the
I just
good
want to
vibes.
highlight
Yeah.
that,
It
and I want
does.
you guys to remember that before we look at alternate cover.
It does, and like
Later.
all the characters in the background too, like the caped Koopa looks like he's just having a good time. Like it does what like later, like the new Super Mario Brothers games did, like but way before, like how they made the Koopas like dance to the beat and stuff.
Hmm.
Like it just like made everyone seem like they're having such a good time in this world, but like this cover just like embodies that
Yeah, Yoshi's really
even the
fucking
enemies
enjoying being rode by Mario. I can tell.
Phrasing, Fico, please. The sponsors, our ad in an hour will. Oh man,
Other sponsors this week?
not. I mean, yeah, but only if you're not subbed. You'll get like a 30-second sponsored ad.
Oh.
Oops.
I had like some kind of Pete Davidson ad when I when I opened the stream.
I heard Arby's might be sponsoring us soon, so we'll see about that. Our sponsor guy is working on something.
So I'm gonna give this release a 4 out of 5.
I don't think
I'm
that's
just gonna
far
rank
off
it
as far as like
some
the pressing
generic
goes.
4 Mario mushrooms out of 5.
Wow. If I knew what rating system we were gonna do, I'd put that up on the screen, but I want
Yeah,
everyone to
yeah.
use your imagination instead.
Now,
I think this is one
Um,
that is a good to have on your shelf. I think this is worth one keeping on the shelf.
It just sucks it's so limited and
Yeah.
was so pricey. I guess we'll see now with the large amount of different copies seeming to pop up if this price tag will go down.
I'll tell you some things I wish were better about it that I don't like about it.
Hit us with it.
The jazz arrangement tracks are unfortunately unmastered because it
The
was rushed
truth.
out.
How could you do this?
So the person that was hired to master all the tracks just ignored those and decided not to do that.
Okay.
So that kind of sucks. The sound effects are also not mastered. I think some people say they sound too loud and they hate them. Yeah, and then there's also like kind of a weird echo effect it has
Hmm.
on some of the tracks.
Oh yeah, I
Like
do
before the
remember that.
track starts. Wow, I had great luck there.
I was listening to a riff earlier today to try to be ready for anything, and I did notice that on a couple of songs.
Yeah, I forget what that's called or why it happens, and I don't know.
Something to do with like the lacquer.
so
There's the
the audio engineer who mastered it, like, did he try to? Oh my gosh, I wonder if he tried to just like pass off, like just not say anything that he didn't master the jazz tracks.
The person
Or if-
who was hired to master it was given the audio, and he decided to use his own rip of Super Mario World instead of
Oh.
using
What?
the audio that was provided. So all of the track lengths were like already sequenced to fit the record. But when he did it, you know, it was like it didn't fit anymore. Like every track was too long, it looped too much, like it wouldn't fit anymore. So like the day before we had to submit it, we had to like resequence the whole thing, and it was such a rush job.
Holy
Honestly,
shit.
like I just wish
way.
yeah, we could go back and redo it, but whatever. There's a new version now, so
I don't see how you like I'm sure he was paid up front because otherwise I don't see how you would pay an audio engineer for just supplying you already mastered tracks that weren't to your specification.
I don't know. There was definitely a lack of communication for sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I could only imagine trash shit label.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
it's kind of a legendary release at this point. I mean,
It has a lot of history in this
Yeah.
scene. It's like an artifact at this point. A lot of like really shitty boots are. and,
Right.
It's fun to have them.
they're not the best, but we still love them just so much.
for better and worse. I think the case can be easily made that this release has been for the better and worse because it gave Select Start legitimacy that maybe they would not have deserved otherwise.
It's definitely the only one in their whole entire catalog to own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, Air's fishing. Please, chat, please. Yeah, Air's fishing. That caught me so off guard. What just happened in chat?
What's
I-
our next Mario?
I guess our next Mario is the Trademark of Love.
I think we
Ooh.
might have to let you take this.
Okay. Oh no! Wait.
Because
The video is playing. Okay. I mean, here we go, everybody. This was sent in by Landmola, and this is his
That
attempt
literally looks like a
at
piece of
trying to get
plexiglass.
it on. Desperately attempting.
It is.
This is actually really funny.
I know.
It is actually a magnetized record. And it's propelling the needle.
And it gets better.
Do you have audio going on for this right now, or?
I believe so.
Okay, sorry. I
I
almost
know.
have the Twitch stream.
It
muted.
makes sense. They can hear. Okay. So this is apparently a never-ending release. I don't
How
know
do
if
you
it happened.
mean?
I don't know if it happened yet. Maybe someone in the chat can tell me whenever the obvious happens with it. Or maybe it did. It jumps back constantly.
Oh,
So I don't think it can finish. This is not pressed by SSR. This is pressed, in quotes, pressed by Trademark of Love.
It's a cut lathe.
Cut lathe.
It's an embossed
Lather.
lathe, I think.
Okay.
The fucking label was so shit. He would get so mad when anybody talked about his lathes, and he would say shit like, "Well, you're probably playing it on a Crosley, or your fucking system isn't like set up to play these correctly." And eventually, he got so mad, he would just say, "It's not for playing. It's only for collecting."
Mhm.
It's an art piece.
He would say some wild shit. He
Alright.
started on eBay. Someone messaged him and was like, "Hey, like, there's a whole community for this. Like, you could sell here."
So
no man.
all the viewers saw it. It jumped back not once but twice, showing that you really should not seek out trademark of love flexy things.
I'm gonna give it no mushrooms out of 5, and yeet that shit into space.
I have a question about it because I can't see anything besides this game right now. What's
Sure.
the track listing like on it?
No, I have a picture. It is side A is title, overworld, athletic, underground, boss battle. Side B is swimming, haunted house, evil King Bowser, last attack, credits.
Okay.
Yeah,
So none of the map music.
I guess not.
Only fits so much on a 7-inch.
Square.
It's not for listening anyways, guys. It's for collecting only.
So, with this, I also wanted to read what Lanmola sent to me. Because that's the first-hand experience. The worst thing about Trademark of Love is that they're Square records, which is not only so wrong, but it also makes them very difficult to work with. The square shape coupled with being clear makes it very hard to see where the grooves start. You can see this in action in the video I sent. I'm not hamming up that I can't find the groove. Also, I've been a record collector for decades, so I'm not just an idiot who doesn't know how to play records. These Trademark of Love releases just won't catch the needle. The needle will end up slipping off the record completely, but once it's off, the needle will alternate between catching the slip mat and banging into one of the 4 corners of the dumb square shape as the turntable
my
spins. So, if you actually want to listen to these records without potentially destroying your needle, you have to start the record part way through the song. And obviously, they'd sound terrible, but the bad sound would be forgivable if you could put them on your turntable without ruining your day. My kid loves Super Mario Brothers music, and he absolutely wore out some of the Mario lathes I have. I got him these Trademark of Loves thinking he'd just have fun with them, but since they are so difficult to play, not to mention the square corners are super sharp, I have to actually hide these from him now.
You hear that? Hide your wife, hide your kids. Trademark of Love is coming.
Sounds like an Amazon review.
I know, right? So, shout out to Lanmola for sending both the video and the pictures too, like a couple of hours ago, to show on the show today. And I don't think any of us have it, so we don't have a lot to say.
Yeah, I do not have these.
I guess to just jump back to SSR though, I do have a question. I completely forget how SSR treats the Yoshi variants of level music.
It just like on the loop, it just plays it.
Okay, it just adds it after a certain amount of loops.
Yeah, but just
Okay.
after it plays once, the second loop is the bongos,
I see.
and then I think it just goes back to the normal one and fades out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay. And
the art on it is the ending screen and also the Japanese cover in a circle.
Trash.
I hear 0 mushrooms out of 5 mushrooms.
Oh my
0
god!
mushrooms out of 5 mushrooms. Yeet that shit.
They probably Zach saying they probably still have it in their store for $100. It's a collector's novelty item.
That was fucking wild too.
They're
I'm
not.
sick of looking at this trash ass release.
You
Next Mario.
want to go to the next Mario?
well, isn't the next Mario a Trash Mario release? Isn't that another trash lathe?
I didn't. Oh, I didn't get pictures of the lathe, but I do have.
Oh,
What-
I
what
meant
were you
the,
thinking?
Jeanette's.
Oh,
Didn't
farts!
God.
I didn't put these up. Let me find those, and I will work on that while we're live. Here's Super Mario World Restored. Is it?
Oh,
Okay,
so we're-
I didn't know you were gonna deep dive that much.
I didn't either. I don't. Does anyone? Do we know anyone with those?
I don't even fucking want to look at those.
There we go. Fuck
okay.
them. We're going to Super Mario
I'll tell
World
you right
Restored.
now. They smell like shit. Throw them in the trash.
Oh no.
So
Now let's get into this shit one.
this was originally like a personal lathe,
Mm-hmm.
and then we saw it pop up as a press, pretty much looking similar to the lathe, just about similar jacket, labels. I don't know if there was much change between them.
Doesn't seem like it.
No, because I don't think we can really tell because the lathe was only a one-off.
Right.
And you know, I'm not gonna judge someone's art for making a
No.
one-off lathe, but when when I
you-
don't actually know the story behind it, if the person who made the lathe went to do a full press, or if someone just stole the lathe's art
Right.
to use for a full press, regardless of which, once you change it and start pressing it for a mass audience, then the art becomes more of an issue.
Chat
Well, it's
saying-
definitely good to preface anything I say is directed towards someone using it in a consumer matter to make money, and
Yeah.
not towards someone who made themselves a single lathe. Because I would never critique or be mean to anybody's art that they're like enjoying themselves on their own single release. But as this was sold by a label, I'm gonna tear into it a little.
No way.
This cover fucking sucks. Holy shit. It literally looks like someone took a ball sack filter, made it transparent, and put it over the cover. I do not know what the fuck that filter is, but it literally looks like an old man's ball sack. The whole cover is cluttered, and I'm pretty sure the back art is stolen from like a YouTube rendering video of a 3D map of fucking Mario.
I absolutely like one of the things I loathe even more than the filter on the art is that like Super Mario World is not filtered, but then the restored
I
text
know,
is filtered.
That drives me crazy as someone who's constantly working with fonts and stuff. The filter being only on part of it drives me nuts.
Mhm.
Like the filter. Which I'm looking through things now. I think it is also on the lathe.
Mhm.
Yes,
And just so the guy who made the lathe for himself using this art,
that's
it looks
it's great.
prime, bro.
Yeah, but when it
But
goes
to the label who used this, you're a fucking dumbass.
when it goes to making so many more, it could have used more, as opposed to just kind of one for oneing it.
I'm gonna go into this release a little more right now.
Hold on. There is one image that keeps coming up, and it's the parody insert that I think was original for this release. The Mario Red picture,
Yeah,
which I can't find now. That's
it'll
neat.
pop up again.
I like that.
That is neat, and I think that's the only original art on the release, because I think the labels are also like DeviantArt stolen, right?
They're like from a wallpaper website. I was able to find them.
Oh,
Just crop
that's
that image,
interesting.
reverse image search it. Yeah,
Oh, the fact that people like traded grails for this release, man.
Also, I finally remembered how to play this game.
yeah.
Yeah, you're starting to pick
Oh.
up pace. I want to talk about the fucking actual music on the disc.
Yeah,
Go
talk
for
about
it. It's all you now.
Super Mario World Restored sounds so fucking weird. Okay,
It does.
The people who made it said they didn't do it right, so they're redoing it. So this pressing is of like a bad version that they don't even put out anymore, and they're redoing the whole thing. Everything about this shit, this fucking release.
It drives Pico wild.
This fucking label used their own releases to like trade bait like big stuff for this thing.
And also, to be fair about the people restoring it, like, I don't think they imagined that it was going to get the coverage it got.
Right. They
Like,
were just kind of trying
seemed
something.
pretty overwhelmed. Yeah, and they were just kind of doing stuff. And so had people.
Jim Bob in chat said they literally tweeted the other day saying they wish people didn't reference Super Mario World as an example of their work.
Oh my god.
That was like the first thing they posted, really, or at least the first
Oh.
thing that gained traction, I think.
Mhm.
That's
But
really
I
funny.
agree. I think it sounds very odd, to say the least.
It's all around just the weirdest thing to put out.
So
Now,
I have some.
Do-
I listened to this in full, and there is something that did bother me. The last track of side B is a
Get
Siva
'em.
Silva Gunner rip. It's the quote unquote PAL version, of an athletic theme. So I don't know if they necessarily got this like parody cover song from them directly, or if it's just a YouTube writ applied to a pressing. It certainly isn't utilizing the restored sounds on it to like somehow make the Siva Gunner rip better.
A lot
But
of that stuff's on like what, Bandcamp? and
is it? I didn't
something, or
know that.
SoundCloud. I don't know.
Okay.
I think so, because the Siva Gunner has had like album
Oh, that's true.
releases.
I would hope that's how it is, but I just haven't seen like anyone talk about that aspect of this album. Is that song being on there? They are on SoundCloud. Okay.
now, just for anyone who's listening who actually hasn't listened to the restored, like, does anyone want to go into like how this restored like sounds different? Like,
So, wasn't it said that there was like a big Nintendo leak and they were able to find the normal sounds that were used in making
The uncompressed version or
Yeah.
some shit like that.
So they utilized that to try to make the high quality versions of the songs. But
Yeah.
like I don't know, you listen to these versions and they just kind of feel off.
But it
Like
also has no sort of mixing of any kind.
Yeah.
It's sort of
Mhm.
just like a copy paste job. It's like
right.
take the MIDI, paste in the quote unquote original instrumentation, and then like that's it.
okay, so it was just the instrumentation that like they found the uncompressed samples on that.
I
They didn't
believe
find,
so, but it's not like-
uncompressed tracks.
Yeah.
I was
And then
act- Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say it's not like the like the Jam and Sam Miller
Yeah.
type thing where he's actually meticulously recreating the track from scratch, and
And that's what I thought
And-
it was. And like I was actually kind of excited to hear about this release, and then I actually heard it. And I was disappointed.
I think
I'm gonna
it's
give
interesting.
this release a 1 mushroom at least because it's a pressing.
I
Have
think-
plus
I
1 for pressing.
I think it's interesting.
I
don't
do too.
like
Someone in chat said I sound frustrated. I am frustrated. I just wanted it to be good. Just good enough. But it felt so lacking in so many avenues.
And I feel like those avenues may be glossed over if someone tries to give you this on the secondhand market.
Like
The only thing that'll save this record is if it turns into a meme record where everybody just fucking rips on it and wants it to like do stupid memes with.
Banana Jams? Yeah. It's an interesting release. I I wish it could have been done a little bit better, or that the music sounded better than what I was expecting.
Mhm.
Hopefully they don't repress it.
I think the thing that always frustrates me about these like restored type fan project things is like all the comments are like, oh, finally I get to hear what it was supposed to sound like.
Mm.
This is how it was supposed to sound the whole time. And it's just like, no. I mean, you don't know that for sure. And like a lot of
You already
composers
beat the game?
yeah. Well, I
Jeez.
took the shortcut. I also screwed up a lot.
Screwed up a lot, beat the game in 40 minutes. Okay.
I've never beat a game on stream.
Damn. We're not even done, and yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. I was shocked.
Well, I'm gonna go back and play anyway.
Oh, no worries.
All the stuff I didn't do. I don't know. I didn't have much else to say. I was just
Right.
like, it's just is part of the sound, and I think like it's the composers, like there are composers that have that keep that in mind, like when they're making music. It's not like I don't know.
Yeah, they're working within their limitations, and if this was how it was supposed to sound, they would have put that on the CD, on that Japanese CD, which the SSR album art is taken from.
I suppose so. I mean, there's like with stuff like N64, like on CD releases for those type games like Super Mario 64, for example, like they did use the pre-console mixes, like the better sounding mixes. But
I
for
would
Super
say-
Nintendo, they never really did that with anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
and
like
I
the
would-
cover.
I would say that is a little indicative of what they would view as official if they use the pre console mixes. Not to say one is better than the other, but I would just imagine that is implied with such a CD release.
I don't know. Every sound chip makes that stuff sound different. So pre-console
Mhm.
mixes, in my opinion, are worthless just because once you throw them into the system sound chip, they're gonna come out a little different. And that's like the nostalgia part of it. Like those are the frequencies that when you hear, you like remember shit when you're a kid. But
Well, I
when you
feel like
listen to it
N64
differently-
is a little different,
N64, Jesus, yeah.
just because it's like just because like the pre-console versions do sound the same, they just don't sound compressed.
Right.
So
Exactly.
it's a little bit different in that case. But yeah, something like with the Super Nintendo would be a completely different story.
All right.
What are these pearls that I keep getting? Why do I keep opening boxes to get pearls?
What?
You're talking
Discord
about on the
stream
Twitch
chat.
stream.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
If you
I
get
don't know how
enough
this Twitch
pearls,
thing works.
if you get enough pearls, you can do a little
Oh.
reward.
The channel points. Oh, it's the
Yeah.
it's the ad on Twitch. Hey, future viewers. Right now everyone's looking at an ad. But if you're watching and you're subscribed, you can hear us talk for about 30 seconds.
What
Yeah,
kind of
guys
ad
get
did
to
you
hear
get?
the secret chat during the ad.
Nothing yet. I mean, and that's just all the secrets to all of the Super Mario World releases, and yeah, I mean, everyone was having an ad. I didn't. We
All
didn't.
right, we're
we
back,
didn't see that.
baby.
Yeah. Oh shit. We live?
Baby, we're back.
Okay.
Thing on?
All right,
Yeah.
you know what? Get this fucking
all
one mushroom, throw it in the fucking garbage.
right.
Or keep it for stonks if it turns into a meme record.
Who's your favorite of the Koopa Kids?
That's a
The
tough
one that's
question.
supposed to be Roy Orbison.
Ludwig.
Gotta make me look up. Cause I got.
Iggy's a pretty good one.
My mom's name is Iggy.
Oh,
I like
I
Roy.
had no idea.
Oh wait, what am I saying? Wendy.
I always liked Ludwig
Who's Wendy
as
based
a,
off
as a
of?
kid.
Wendy O. She's based off someone.
She's someone.
I don't
Oh,
remember.
Wendy. Wendy's the restaurant. The fine establishment that is Wendy's.
Someone is saying Debbie
Wendy O.
Harry.
Williams.
I'll believe that.
Wait, could our fishing adventurous make a poll for favorite Koopa kid? If they happen to be listening or around. If not, that's fine.
Is it super meta to get a tattoo of Roy Koopa on my butt instead of Roy Orbison?
What would be meta about it?
I'm because of Waterboy.
I don't have the encyclopedic knowledge of Adam Sandler movies. as
Oh,
you
the
do.
coach,
Sure.
Henry Winkler, gets a tattoo of Roy Orbison on his ass. When his mom said no, and then he says, "Well, Mama don't know, won't hurt her."
I guess.
Who the fuck said Waterboy 2 was being made?
It's coming. This is the #1
I'm sure that
Waterboy
would-
podcast.
I'm sure that would go over real well
Okay,
in the year 2022.
So I
everybody
think
needs to look at the Yoshi, okay? Look how fucking mad this Yoshi is. He is so fucking pissed that Mario decided to sit on his back. He is grumpy as fuck. He is like, this motherfucker
Well-
better get up. No one is having a good time. Bowser looks super fucked up. The vibe of this cover isn't very happy.
I think
Yoshi looks uncomfortable.
I think why Yoshi looks uncomfortable in this is because it looks like Mario's not riding him. Mario looks like he's about to jump off of him, and usually when that
Kill Yoshi
happens,
to his
Yoshi
death.
falls to his death. Yeah.
I think it's because his eyebrows are tilted in,
hmm
so he gets that like angry look.
Yeah.
What was does anyone know what, because I'm not sure myself, like what this artwork originally appeared on?
I don't know.
Like the original version of it?
And if you don't
This isn't the
know,
American box.
Believe it said it was like a storybook art, like but that's all. I couldn't find more information on it. It is kind of an obscure but very clearly like official piece of
Oh, I've
Mario
definitely
World
seen-
art.
Yeah, I've definitely seen the art before. I just don't know where it originated from.
Huh.
And yeah, it's for sure like an official piece.
It's definitely the cleanest though out of all the covers.
absolutely, very clean.
Yeah.
So
When I got the choice to buy them, and from the pictures that they showed, this was the one that I chose that I was thinking of keeping, but I was a little on the fence, so I grabbed them both to pick which one I like better. It wasn't this one, but we'll talk about the other one and what I like about it next.
Japanese storybook cover art. Interesting.
I think what I only just got this one in today, and the most alarming thing about it was just the texture on the character art versus the jacket itself. The yellow background is just like, it's so very different that it alarmed me kind of. It's like it's got a very pleasing gloss on the characters, but then on the yellow background it's like a little grating, which is weird. I don't know if anyone
Interesting.
else feels that same way. Anyone in the chat who has that?
I don't have it yet. I really wish it came in today so I could have checked it out and listened to it and stuff before this, but
And everyone who's in our waiting room, we're waiting to get through everything before we start talking with everyone.
I have heard the mix. You know, I've heard it
Okay.
on stream, but I haven't listened to the record IRL.
I thought the sequencing was awesome on these ones.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it too, and
Yeah, it
um,
flowed really fucking well.
It's very, very creative.
I'm a fan of
I
like
also
someone
enjoyed
not
it.
going by like the game timeline and like more
Yeah.
going with like you can't put two slow songs next to each other type of bullshit.
Mhm.
But it still does sort of go. The thing I like about the sequencing on this one that like pretty much none of the other ones do is it doesn't group together all of the stage themes and all of the map themes. It kind
Yeah.
of spreads everything out equally.
and I really like that all the levels. You know, I mean, the big part about this mix is you'll get like a Yoshi sound effect before it goes into the bongos,
Yeah, it's
And then
really cool transitions.
and then I think I think it goes back to the traditional song. I can't recall exactly.
I believe so on the third loop, yeah.
But what I really like about that is like at the end of every level, like they all have different endings depending on like if it's a fortress clear, or if it's a level clear, or sometimes it'll have the timer running out music and stuff like that. And so it feels like every level has like a pretty unique ending to it, which is enjoyable because that gets those types of songs and sound effects. It doesn't group them together, which I could imagine like all the ending themes would be grouped together in a less thought about master.
I also like how the insert sleeve goes with this cover.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it really fits with the other one, but it kind of match it because there's like a silhouette of all the icons on the back, and then
I
the
haven't
actual
seen that.
on the sleeve. It's nice, and the sleeve is like notched a little.
Yeah,
It looks
I
better.
I do have to say that I think the as nice as like the Ambassadors of Funk stuff is at the end of this one, I would so much have preferred the jazz tracks at the end.
That was my overall impression on it. I haven't
Yeah, I think
listened.
you're gonna find that sentiment
these.
around the board pretty much.
I love the Ambassadors of Funk so much. I love that album so much. So
Oh, it was a joy to listen to, yeah. But
as much as I also obviously love the jazz tracks because I wanted their inclusion on the other one. Like I actually fought for that. I think I said this in the SSR episode, but he originally wanted the bonus tracks to be the Super Mario Land music,
Yeah.
oh, that's weird.
and I thought that was really tacky and stupid. But anyway, I really like the Ambassadors of Funk stuff, and I really hope that one day, even though the name of that album is Super Mario Compact Disco,
Mm-hmm.
I would love to have that full album on vinyl. It would have to be a double LP because
Oh my.
it's a longer album.
Yeah.
Soon.
But
Tomorrow.
oh man,
And I mean, it's nice to have the variety. It's like it's. I imagine too many comparisons would be drawn, like more so than you would normally get in an episode like this. If this newer version had the jazz tracks.
I love that there's any type of bonus at all. so
Right.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Not having dead wax is always a bonus, even if
And
it's
Yeah.
also-
something different.
The way it has that outro, I think, works really well too.
Yeah.
Because that's like the special worlds mix of the Mario theme
Mm-hmm.
is used out there, and I don't know, it's just a nice way to close it out.
I did take a good long look at the jacket, like up close, the front of it, and I know there's been a post and talk about the recreation process of it all, but like I did take a good long look at it, and aside from the already admitted little details that are different from like the shoe shine thing. Aside from noticing that, I may not have even noticed had someone pointed it out to me. Had not someone pointed it out to me, but like looking at the art itself, it looks like the line work. It looks very thought after, and
It's the cleanest for sure.
It
Yeah.
absolutely is. It's It just
Of
looks
everything
so
we've
nice.
seen so far.
Like, it's nothing against the art. It's just, it's so clean. But I love that Japanese cover. Like, this is right, like, a centimeter behind that one, in my opinion, as far as covers do go. But
Total, I'd also give this 4 mushrooms out of 5.
okay. So I
Loses some points with the back cover and maybe the labels.
Yeah, the inner labels aren't too strong. And yeah. But we still have another variant too after this.
we
one.
do. Also,
This one definitely keep. This is a keep on your shelf one, guys.
Oh,
This is-
absolutely.
Don't throw this one in the garbage.
do not eat it into space.
This one, my first initial thoughts of it in the picture before we were allowed to buy them was that it was like way too cluttered and I wasn't gonna like it. But when I got it in my hands, I say I
yeah.
like this release better. The all gloss covers just works. The colors work. I always talk about boot sole. This fucking record has a boot sole. There's something so endearing about this weird art. It's not good, but like there's something about it that's like gravitating.
That's kind of how I keep feeling about it too. Is like I didn't initially like it, but the more and more I see people be like, "This is neat. This is cool," the more I'm like, you know, I do see it. I do
There's
feel
personality.
it too.
It's
Yeah.
got a vibe.
I love the center label concept on that one. The Resner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, taking something from
Unfortunately, my copy was a trash color. It's poo color.
Someone did ask that earlier about our thoughts on the different variants.
Yeah. It would be nice to have a cool variant. It's not that I really care, but it's definitely fucking brown.
Well, I mean, across all of them, I think.
I've seen some cool ones though, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
I always
Is it-
think random colors is exciting.
Yeah. I agree with that. Zach did ask.
This one came with a cool print too.
Zach asked Alex how he felt about the texture of this cover.
Oh, I
I've
didn't
not
buy
seen
this
the
one.
print.
So
I like
no
that it's all
answer.
matte. A lot of people do like the matte and spot UV combo, spot gloss, but like I think it totally works just all gloss.
I haven't gotten the newer ones, but if I had to choose a favorite, since someone asked in chat, it would probably be the newer one with Angry Yoshi as a total package.
Because the sleeves match the
It
the
just
covers and everything.
when I think of Super Mario World, I think of that yellow. I think of like
Yeah.
I want something that's kind of like the game, and that kind of gets the soul of the Select Start art, but also makes it, as far as I know, more accessible and just an overall amazing package that isn't rushed.
I think the reason I chose the angry Yoshi
Is that what we're
variant-
calling it right now? Angry
Yeah.
Yoshi?
Oh yeah. He's
the
fucking
reason I chose
irritated.
that was just like I really like the artwork and the background for the variant we have up there right now on the screen, but the character work like is where it lost me. Is like I just don't feel good about how that Mario is sitting on that Yoshi with like a 90-degree feet up in the air sort of thing, and something that small probably factored heavily into my decision.
It kind of reminds me of the like North American variations of art, of cover art, like Kirby
yeah.
games, for instance, where they make them all pissed off.
Yeah.
What does this guy have to be happy about? He's fucking pink and he's a fucking blob.
I dig it
Make him
though.
mad.
Although
Kirby's
the
like the happiest
Lakitu,
character.
the Lakitu on that cover art is so very cute. Just the derpy little.
I love that so much.
This has a very endearing cover art. That's what I say. This one I give fucking 4.5 mushrooms.
So this is your favorite.
Ekes out, yeah.
I'm giving all of them 5 out of 5, even the trademark of love one.
That
You know
makes
what?
sense. That's safe.
I love that for you.
Actually, trademark
I
of
love
love
that support.
might be the best one. It's just fun. It's like it involves you with it. So
You know what? At the end of the day, you're dealing with the greatest game ever made, so you can't go wrong with any of them.
that's right.
For real, you're never gonna make anybody completely happy with whatever. Someone's gonna find something about it.
Trademark of Love gets a heart out of 5.
Oh no, chat's looking for trademark of love now. Me first, and then you guys. How about that? Actually, no.
Stonks, baby. Pull out your flexi disc.
Yep. Landmole is gonna get a lot of trade offers tonight. If I'm saying your name wrong, I'm sorry.
I'm super excited to get the new pressing. Hopefully I get it
Same.
tomorrow.
They are
I
superior in
genuinely-
every way.
Genuinely really am excited to listen to them and check them out.
Alright. So we've gone through every release, and we do have people in our waiting room. I'm sorry we've kept you all waiting in there. So we're gonna bring in a couple of you and I guess ask favorites of that. I'm gonna start
Yeah,
with
rank them.
I'm gonna start with our pre-show host, Mansion aficionado, Joey.
Joey, how was the pre-show today? It seemed like it was popping and like everyone was turning their webcams on and stuff.
Yeah, pre-show was great this week. We had a couple of the regular podcast hosts hanging out. We were all on cam hanging out. We were playing Fall Guys. I was playing Fortnite. We saw knockoff Mugen. But it was a good pre-show. It's a great time to come hang out in the Discord before the podcast every Tuesday.
Yeah, so if you're on Twitch listening and haven't gone in the pre-show, it's always a fun time.
Yeah, we're all just hanging out on
occasions
voice
I
and
get to
on
join
camera.
But hey, can you rank these as far as you've seen tonight?
Okay, I sure can. So T-ball number 1. I put the cool mixtape looking new Mario World 2. I'll put the Ballsack number 3 because the back cover gives me I Spy, like the books.
Yeah.
It gives me that. Number 4 is the SSR, and number 5 is Angry Yoshi because I don't know, like he looks angry, and plus compared to the original one, like there's just so much more stuff happening around the globe. I love them dolphins. Them dolphins are just having a great time.
Oh,
Those toads look like they're having a great time.
Did you know that in the Japanese version, Yoshi can eat the dolphins, but they removed it from all other versions?
What?
What the?
Oh yeah.
I'm dead serious.
I'm going
Yeah,
to
I think
refrain
people-
from any joke I'm about to make right now.
Yeah, you should. I think you should.
Number 1 video game vinyl podcast.
Number 1 dolphin podcast.
It's a dolphin safe podcast.
Yes, that was all of them, right? Did I rank them all?
Yeah, I think so.
You gotta
Awesome.
rank all the ghost houses now.
Ooh, what's the one with the big boo?
Okay.
And the one with the big boo, yeah. The one with the big boo
Several of them
and
have
The Big Boo Mansion.
and the big ass boo mansion. Because he's big. I liked Fishing Boo. Fishing Boo is cool.
Yeah.
I said to rank the houses, not the enemy.
I am. What are you talking about? That's exactly what
likes
I'm doing
them.
right now. I'm following your exact rule set.
If Big Boo's in this one,
I like the one that says Ghost House on the front. I like the one that has the boo wheel that like you're looking at right now. I like those ones. Yeah, I'm looking at this one, so this one's number 1.
Yeah.
I was never able to beat
Alright.
Super Mario World myself. I still don't think I've beat it all the way myself. I maybe did it when I was a long time ago on like a Game Boy version. But I remember asking my dad to help me when you get through the forest and you're in the rocky area and you're stuck in that little loop. I'm like, Dad, help me beat this. You told me you beat this one time. And then he comes in my room and he's using because I was playing it on the Game Boy Advance version of the game, and I had a Game Boy player, so I was playing on my GameCube, and he's getting very frustrated because it's nothing like he's ever seen before, because I'm sure that he was just playing the original arcade version, and he told me he beat that, and then he almost broke my GameCube controller. So yeah, I never beat Mario World.
That's cool.
Someone should
think-
really press it with those GBA GameCube sources.
Oh my
oh my god, no.
We need as many versions of this we can get. It needs to be the new Donkey Kong country.
Yeah, and then the locked groove could be Mario going, just what I needed.
Oh my god.
Please.
I think based on name alone, the best house is Donut Secret House. I always loved that name.
I forgot how to beat this ghost house puppy. I'm just gonna be going in circles here.
That's all that matters.
It's okay.
Oh
we
wait,
do
no,
that on the
I remember.
podcast.
Okay, I gotta bring the P-switch over to the end. I remember now.
The
Okay.
more Super Mario World, the better. At the end of the day, so
That's right.
even remastered or restored has a place in some places. That's that on that.
That
Maybe
is
not.
that.
Maybe not the trademark. But thanks, Joey.
Yeah, thank you. And big ass haunted booze mansion.
Cool.
Sounded like you said Booze Mansion.
He might have. I'm gonna bring in our other pre-show host, the fish man himself, Tyler.
Hey yo.
Hey.
All right, Tyler. Fuck, marry, kill all these Super Mario releases.
Ooh. Honestly, I think the sensual curves of the SSR make for a great lay. So I'm gonna say fuck SSR. I'm gonna kill Restored.
That makes sense.
It-
Okay.
Its scrote texture is intimidating. I couldn't take it into the bedroom because I would just be comparing too much. And Mary, I don't even know. Maybe T-Mall, like
Okay.
I don't know. They all feel like they could, be great suitors. Did they bring me flowers ever? Did I receive Yoshi apples from any one of them?
Angry Yoshi, maybe not.
Ooh, okay, so not marrying him. All right, then I guess me and Joe get married on a jagged edge cliff, I guess.
Cool. I guess that's your favorite now.
It is actually my favorite just because it's the most different.
Yeah.
I'm not a crazy Super Mario World fan, to be honest.
What the?
Hey,
grew
mods,
up
can we
with-
ban this guy?
You can. It's fine. I grew up with 3, and I'll die on the hill that 3 is better.
Oh hell yeah. Never unban
Yeah, but
this
does
guy.
3 have Blarg?
I don't know who Blarg is, so I'm gonna say probably not.
Blarg was just on
Blarg is
screen.
on screen
to
right now,
the
yeah.
Oh,
to
he
the
was the lava
fans.
lava
Yeah,
guy?
that's Blarg.
Alright, to your defense, Blarg is pretty cute.
What about the Yoshi's Island version of Blarg? Where they made him look totally different.
I didn't even know he had a fucking name.
That's
Is there
Blarg.
like a Japanese name? Did like some American like
It doesn't
software
matter
writer
what it
have to
is.
think of the name? Blarg.
It is Blarg now.
What are you gonna name this like lava dinosaur?
Blarg.
Blarg. Have you tried Blarg out? It's a suitable name for anybody.
Give this man a raise.
Mario
Well-
World did not have the Big Bertha fish though, so
True.
that's the thing Mario
Yeah.
3 has over it.
There are many
Uh,
benefits to being a marine
It does have
biologist.
that fat fish though. I don't remember its name.
Big fish.
Yeah, but it
Has-
didn't get recreated in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Big Bertha did. Come on.
True.
That
Yeah,
is
but-
important.
But Yoshi is in the Super Mario Brothers movie.
That's true. And he's pissed off in that too.
I
Yeah,
love the Super Mario Brothers movie.
He's pretty happy in that.
You.
I don't know.
John
He's pissed off for
Leguizamo is, like,
being
my favorite.
enslaved.
We need
Who
him on a
played
cover.
Mario? What was his name?
Bob Hoskins.
But I think I saw an interview where he's like, "That is like the stain on my acting career. Like, I regret
Yeah.
everything about it."
I loved how he in some interview he said he was like drunk the whole
Yeah.
time. while filming.
Yeah.
I saw that.
You,
And
you
Rutger
can, like,
Hauer was Bowser, right?
I
Yeah.
think
Dennis
Dennis
Hopper.
Hopper.
Dennis Hopper was
Dennis
that
Hopper.
way, yeah.
They rhyme.
Yeah.
They're close enough. They're both
Imagine-
crazy.
They're both fucking
Imagine
weird.
Bob
looking white dudes.
Hoskins saying it's the lament of his career, the Mario Brothers movie, when he gets to work opposite Dennis Hopper.
Yeah, right.
Who brought up the Pest and Stream? Because I fucking love that movie. Literally, 90s wacky John Leguizamo in Most Dangerous Team.
That is
A monkey.
Jim.
Monkey. I might love that movie more than I should. Watching that
Mario
for
or the
movie
Pest?
night,
It-
the Mario movie.
It
When's
is
the
a
My movie's
trip.
so good.
We watched it for movie
World
night.
movie?
It was a while ago too.
Yeah.
I remember how controversial the Goombas were, how they looked.
They look
Oh,
so
they're
cool.
they're super happy.
They're so cute at the same time.
They're kind of
they're like-
badass.
They dance in an elevator at one point.
Goomba. I hate Lemmy's Castle. This is probably my least favorite stage in the whole game.
You got this.
Should ask Bob Hoskins to beat it for you.
Yeah.
I love there's an interview with Bob Hoskins and he's like legitimately sitting there talking about it and he's like, it was a nightmare. It was the worst thing I've ever worked on. You're just like, wow.
I heard that the director was like a married couple or something.
Yeah, they were
And
a
they were,
married
like,
couple that
really
had like
annoying.
way too much like ideas, so they kept changing stuff the entire time.
And they worked on like Max Headroom, I think.
Yeah, they were the Max Headroom people, so it's really weird that they got like a studio gig. I don't know. The whole thing is hilarious and
On
definitely
paper, it sounds like it would have been the best movie ever.
their
I don't know
concept
how they
sounded
fucked
really
that up.
cool.
It's really intriguing, like just how genuinely odd it is.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever have another movie like it where it is just so out to lunch for most of the movie.
Do you okay, now do you think the upcoming movie will be better or worse?
It's got
The,
Chris Pratt. He's so cool.
He's so cool.
Is he gonna do a Mario accent, or is he just gonna be the
No.
voice of
Dude.
Mario?
You've heard
Say-
nothing like it. You've never heard anything like it before.
You haven't
What
heard
was his
Mario like
interview?
this.
He's not gonna
Did
be
he- did he
Italian.
do
He's
it
gonna
already?
be normal.
Oh no.
I feel
So
like yeah,
funny.
he can't do like who's gonna fucking do a Mario accent like.
I hope whatever he does, people call it racist.
Against Italians for sure. It's gonna be stereotype. It's me, Chris Pratt.
I just don't see it.
so upset they did Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. I wanted someone who is like a really aggressive actor over like in every single role they do Donkey.
Nick Cage.
Yeah, like
If-
Nick Cage just screaming everything would have
It's
been
like any
incredible.
overactor.
Yeah,
It feels so weird that Donkey Kong is even in that movie.
yeah,
We'll see.
possibly unnecessary.
Probably.
Oh well.
How many mushrooms would you give the Mario movie, Pico?
I'm gonna go 5 out of 5 for
Oh my god.
nostalgia.
It's the best
I used
thing
to own
of
that on
Night's Show.
VHS.
Hell yeah.
I also remember like a Christmas episode of like the original Mario show where like something with like garbanzo beans and I don't remember it exactly, but 5 out of 5.
That's a
Cody
lot of
says
mushrooms.
that Chris Pratt's gonna sound like the Joker.
That's scary.
I hope so. I hope Jared Leto's in it as Morbius.
He will be.
It's live
All right,
action
what is this
Morbius.
podcast doing?
I have
We got
no
43
idea.
listeners, and we're talking about fucking Morbius.
I mean, we always get a little Morbius in here. We have fun on the.
It's after 10 o'clock. We did our job for the hour.
I just spilled my bong, and I got bong water everywhere.
That's tragic. Drink it up.
Give it a nice sip.
We want to get any more opinions in on the
Yes, we'll
Mario
get
World?
one more to end our
Thanks
night.
for having me, folks.
Thank
it's
you,
always
Mr.
Morbin
Fish.
yeah.
time.
Thank you for joining. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll catch you next time.
I'd like to bring in Resident Cody.
Yeah, I haven't heard from Cody.
We have not
in a
heard
while.
from Cody in a bit.
Resident Cody.
It smells like
Can
bong.
you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, phew. Okay. How's it going?
Gonna turn you up just a smidge. So
Oh,
everyone,
sorry. I'm a little quiet.
we
I
got
can
you.
yell.
Please
Oh.
scream everything you say from here on out.
Sounds good. Man, Mario.
How
All that
about Mario?
movie talk, I love the Mario Brothers movie. That was one of the first movies I remember buying, and also knowing nothing about, but just seeing it on the shelf. And, never been the same, to be quite honest. It's good stuff.
Yeah, rank our albums tonight.
Yeah, hit us with it.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to go to tie for this new one, and no, everything else falls suit because this is the only copy I have. The only version of this that I have to even compare to. I've listened to the original pressing of the Select Start
Yeah.
once on Anthony's channel. That was good, but I don't have it, so
Right.
automatically docked.
That's kind of how I feel about it. And it's like, how much it goes for, probably still even, is just way too much.
The new pressings might tank that pressing.
I'm
though.
hoping,
Yeah.
but
Look
you
out
know,
for those deals, boys and girls.
You know, with collectibles, look at Moonshake.
Look at that.
Holy shit. All
Yeah.
Oh
stars.
shit! Wow!
Nice.
You need to go play the lottery.
Wow! That was no save states, no anything. That was just. He didn't even plan it.
How
you
am I
just
gonna
get that
top
jumping
that?
rhythm.
We are the number
Oh.
one gaming podcast.
I'm never streaming again.
Oh, it's been a while, Pico. Though we got to get you back on stream.
I did Splatoon last week. Or 2
Wait,
weeks.
yeah, you
You gotta
did.
continue Earthbound.
For the
I
Earthbound.
was flying through that
podcast.
game. I play it every year on my birthday.
Yeah,
and,
not
someone
very.
speed run.
Wait,
so I
we
watched-
hold on.
speed
We
run.
need to get Cody's full list.
Yeah, we want that list.
That's about it. I mean, so it's the two new ones, then Select Start, then I guess Tamal, because
So does that put Restored below Tamal?
Restored. Well, Restored. I don't even think Restored existed.
I
it
cannot.
seemed like it
The
already was out before it even was, and then when it did come out, it never even happened. So
the
I don't know.
the psychic damage it would do to me if I made that and I heard someone go, yeah, I kind of like that weird square thing I saw earlier more than that. Is too much. I love how it just doesn't work. It's just better than that. Oh. Hell yeah. Is that it?
I think.
Are
I think we've reached.
Are we
the
done?
end.
Can we
Yeah,
get a
it's-
zoom in on angry Yoshi's face for old
Yeah.
time's sake?
I will say, Angry Yoshi, I think, is more representative of Yoshi from that time, because that was back when he was he was carrying the weight. So now this new Yoshi from 2000s onward, he doesn't carry anyone, so he's happier, and his back is his posture is definitely you can tell, So
I like this Yoshi cannon you're describing right now. So
Yoshi's
mad
pissed.
at
there was a change.
Mario is so clueless to how mad he is.
He's just having a good time. Yoshi's not thrilled.
Yeah, Mario's looking at all that wonderful stuff going on behind him. Yoshi can't. He's on a mission.
Yoshi's gonna
I
get
don't know
jumped
what
off
Bowser's
of
doing
and
over there.
die. He's having a good time
Bowser's
too.
lost his mind.
I feel like if you Photoshop that Bowser and put him next to Yoshi, that angry Yoshi, like it would look like a buddy movie from like 2005.
Oh yeah.
Like the
Cops?
the
Can they both be
cluelessly
cop?
happy one, and then or it could be a cop movie. Yeah.
Where
Just-
Mario's the bad guy, he's like this douchebag bro.
Oh, I want this now. Well,
No, you gotta keep going until I get all 96 exits.
It's just like silent. You're just playing in silence for like the next hour.
all right.
That Yoshi is police and blutes. Who said that?
He's not having a good time. Thank you all for watching tonight.
Yeah.
We are the #1 video game vinyl podcast in the world.
And if you like watching things on stream, I think we got right now, Duckbits is going through Persona 5 on our channel. So if you're not subscribed or if that sounds like something you'd want to listen to and watch, yeah, tune in sometime.
I'm
and I think
I'm working on Chrono Trigger right now.
HX, yeah, going through Chrono Trigger. You've named. What are the characters you've named?
Frog is
So
Pico.
who's John?
John is
Yes.
Chrono. I am Marl.
Mhm.
Aramis is Luca. I think that's where I'm at so
Is that-
far. I'm planning on naming Robo, Tomothy, and I hadn't figured out last party member. Or the last two.
There's 2 more.
You're right.
You get Magnus, right?
You're right, and I don't think I figured that out yet.
That's
It's
a
gotta be
Well, I
someone
mean,
who picks a villain.
there is
Yeah,
a Frank
no
and
spoilers,
an Alex
please.
left.
Yeah, there we
The one
go.
who you don't like. That's how you gotta know.
All right, I'm calling Magus.
Okay.
Magus. Whatever.
Live on air, we're figuring it out. You are now a cat girl, Alex.
Okay,
You're welcome.
sounds good with me.
Thank you all for tuning in, and everyone who's checked us out, check out our Spotify links, our YouTube channel, subscribe or follow here. I guess we can subscribe here now, that's just weird. Check us out. We're gonna do more and more of this stuff. We are the #1 cat boy podcast, cat girl podcast. And we'll be
And-
back in a
and-
week.
Yeah, and just if you don't hang out in the Discord, come hang out in the Discord. It's so much
That's
fun.
right.
Forget about the big ass haunted mansion, baby.
Someone had to do it. Good night.
Night.